You're listening to the What the Wrestling Podcast, the show that brings you all things wrestling with your host, RJD.
Oh, you already know what time it is. We had ourselves a Monday Night Raw last night, February 7th, 2022. Jesus Christ, it's already February. Shit. Time flies. I guess everything after 25, it's like 25, 26, 28, 32, 35, 40, 42. Like, god damn, it's like you wake up after 25 and time just speeds up. But anyway, back to the topic at hand. This is your What the Wrestling Monday Night Raw review. Stay tuned for my socials. As always, follow me, RJD, at RJD10K on Instagram, RJ699 on Twitter, RJD199 on Snapchat, and most importantly, follow What the Wrestling on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok.
Stop it.
Get the fuck out of here!
Get some help.
Okay, I hit the wrong button, but it's okay. Don't get the fuck out of here. Stay right here and follow and like the goddamn video. Follow What the Wrestling on Facebook and YouTube and TikTok. Oh man, let's go. Yes, tis I, RJD here. First things first.
You stupid.
I'm not even deleting that. I'm keeping that shit in. What the hell is that? Jesus Christ. Anyway, welcome to What the Wrestling. This is your Monday Night Raw review for February 7th, 2022. I am your host, RJD. Yeah! Choose your weapon. There will be some more weapons added to this wall coming soon. So, the background's going to get even doper. Yes, shout out the Ravens. God damn it. Gotta get another Super Bowl. But anyway, we're not here to talk about sports. We're here to talk about Monday Night Raw. And the Monday Night Raw was supremely mid yesterday. It was supremely mid. I was going to do a review, but goddamn it was too goddamn late. And I ain't feeling like going live at 11. I could barely, the quality would have been very bad. So, I decided we're going to do it the next day in the morning. And we will do the NXT review tonight at 10:15 p.m. So, catch the NXT review tonight at 10:15. I will be going live for that. That should be cool. Looking forward to it. Now, as far as Monday Night Raw, great opening, great closing. Goddamn your man, Hove. Grab the can, open it. Anyway, oh, we just having some fun here. Shout out Jay-Z. But this was a good open and good close. Everything in the middle was rather like blah. It was rather blah. So let's go over it. Let's run it down. Run it down quick. Best thing on the show, entertainment-wise, Quiz Bowl. This was awesome. This was funny. Gable got the first question. First of all, let's back it up. Let's back it up. Hold on. RKBRO, probably the best thing on Monday Night Raw. This was awesome. These guys are freaking hilarious. Riddle, Randy, Chad Gable, Otis. I mean, I don't know how long they're gonna do these vignettes or these segments for between these guys, but they're getting progressively funnier with each week. I know this was the last one out of the 3 Alpha Academy quiz things, but this was hilarious last night. Randy Orton did mess up his line, but it's okay. They knew what he was trying to say. We're talking about grams, ounces, because I'm using my calibrator, bro. Shout out Matt Riddle, man. This was funny. So they had a Jeopardy-like segment last night, which was great. So Gable got the first question, asked about the first U.S. president with a college degree. He then talked about his college degree, which the crowd hated. First of all, shout out to the crowd too. Hold on. Stop the goddamn show. Shout out to this crowd too. They were up for this. The crowd was up for this. Beginning of the show, they were up for this. Denver, Colorado. Shout out to Denver, great crowd. They were up for the main event too. Every crowd is really into Riddle and really into RK Bros. They hate Chad Gable and Otis, so it kind of is perfect. But I am looking forward after the main event. I am looking forward to seeing where they go with that, because that's going to be great. It's kind of overshadowing the WWE Championship, which is crazy because this is Lashley's hometown, and everything was overshadowed by, everything overshadows the WWE Championship on the show. It kind of doesn't feel important. It's kind of like where Hangman is right now. I mean, I hate to make the comparison, but I kind of have to. It's kind of like where Hangman is. Hangman is like CM Punk and MJF feel more important. There's some other things that feel more important than the actual title, AEW title, and Hangman. Here it was the same thing. You would think that you want your WWE champion to be the most important thing on the show, but Riddle and Orton are over as fuck. So it's kind of difficult to position them lower than the title because they're just so over and they're so entertaining. Matt Riddle is amazing. Everybody loves what he's doing. And Randy being the contrast to Riddle is even better. So I love this. Great pairing. So he came out. He got the first one right. Got John Adams. Riddle was asked about how many hearts does an octopus have. He got that right, saying that his cousin was a marine biologist or some shit like that, which was funny. They went back and forth, everybody getting things right until I think Matt Riddle got one wrong and Gable stole it, and then they got one wrong and Matt Riddle stole it back. So it was 4 for 4. And then they chose metric conversations, and Gable got his wrong. And then Randy Orton said, listen, I think it was how many grams is in an ounce, and he got it right. And then he said, listen, Riddle, you're not the only one. I'm not the only one who bakes. But the crowd knew he was supposed to say, Riddle, you're not the only one who bakes. But they got it right. Whatever. Crowd went crazy. This was great. Orton and Riddle got it right. They left. The Street Profits then came out and challenged Gable and Otis to a match. And they had a match. And we had our first commercial break. First segment, great. This was funny as hell. This was funny as hell. I don't care what nobody says. This was the best thing on the show. Entertainment-wise, this was the best thing on the show. Best wrestling on the show, probably the main event. Even though it had a clunky finish and it ended in a tag team match. But that's cool. You can save that match for another time. That's fine. This was hilarious. Go back and watch that opening segment to Monday Night Raw if you didn't. If you don't laugh, There's something wrong with you. This reminded me of some of the stuff they used to do back in the day, because it's sports entertainment meets wrestling, and you have something in the middle, and it's all good. I think they've lost sight of that. I think that is where WWE is lacking. We know you want to be sports entertainment, but it's still professional wrestling. Just like Vince McMahon said, it's not ballet. So you understand it's wrestling, and you understand that you want to be sports entertainment. That's what you are. You have to have a middle ground. You can't have one extreme to the other, and it can't be shit. It has to be actually good. So as long as they can keep putting things in the middle ground, a little bit of this with a little bit of that, mix it together, they'll be fine. But they lose sight of that. But this was a great segment. Street Profits versus the Alpha Academy. Very good wrestling here. The end came where Gable was distracted by Ford. He took out Otis with a dive, but he countered, and then Gable countered Angelo Dawkins' finisher, and he tried to apply the ankle lock, but he ended up couldn't get the ankle lock fully, so he ended up rolling him up for the roll-up victory. Decent match, good stuff. Gable and Dawkins had a nice back and forth, fight in this match. Dawkins got to show off. Yeah, Dawkins is a big guy, but he's very athletic. I mean, he's not as athletic as Montez Ford, but still athletic as hell. Both of those guys. This was good. Gable's good. Otis is great. Good start to this. Then we had AJ Styles versus Damien Priest. This was shocking because Damien Priest lost. And he lost clean.
Oh, hell no!
Why did he lose clean? I don't know. But the end came where AJ was setting up for the phenomenal forearm after they had a bunch of pay leg kick and back leg kick strikes. He got to the ropes, set up the phenomenal forearm. He got hit on the rope. Damien Priest went to go run the ropes, but AJ, in very, very quick fashion, got the springboard off. Phenomenal forearm for the very, very clean win. Short match. Was only, I think it was about 9 minutes. It wasn't that long, but I'm surprised that AJ got a clean win, because now when they fight again, it's going to be for the title, because that's how WWE does things. If you beat the champ, then you get a title shot, which you finally end up losing, and the champ beats you, but you already beat the champ the week before. 50-50 booking at his best. Awesome. So with that being said,
Stop it. Get some help.
Don't know why they decided to go with AJ and Damien and have Damien lose clean, but especially being that Styles is definitely going to get a championship match out of this. I don't know. And when he does get one, it kind of feels like they're going to take the title off of Damien Priest. That's what it feels like anyway, so we'll see if that actually comes to fruition. We had a Miz TV segment, and he brought out Dominic and Rey Mysterio Jr. And he basically got upset. The Miz. Excuse me. They talked about how he's a cheater because he got a distraction win last week. And then they talked about how he's an A-lister. He's a double Grand Slam champion, done things in WWE that no one else has ever done. But he's not on the cover of WWE 2K22. And Rey Mysterio is. He's a little jaded and jealous. Then Dominic said, listen, you want a match? Fine. I'll fight you right now. He said, you want a rematch? We can have it right now. Oh, and by the way, I noticed that you're a little taller than your dad. Are you sure that he's not Eddie's son? I was like, ooh.
Stop it. Get the fuck out!
Ooh. That was a low blow.
Nope.
Rey Mysterio then got all mad, and he was about to try to attack him. I was just like,
how dare you?
How dare you talk about Eddie like that? But this was good. Miz is a great talker. Good line. Whoever wrote that line in there or put that in there was great. Got a lot of heat. So they had a nice little match, and Dom got the win by rolling him up. So Dom rolled up the Miz because he was arguing with Rey Mysterio in the background. So you know what? At the end of the day,
Gotcha, bitch.
he got the win. Shout out to Dom. Good win for him. You know what? You know what's bugging me too? Hold on. We gotta talk about this. Dominic Mysterio one time was hot. Not white hot, obviously. But it seemed like Dominic had a lot of momentum last year at one point in time. And now he's kind of settled into this mid-card role. I think when they finally take him away from Ray, then they'll start pushing him properly. I think that's what they're waiting for. Because it seemed like he had the thing with Seth Rollins, I think it was like a year or two ago now. And it just seems like they're waiting for something. I don't know what it is, whatever the something is. They're waiting for something to catapult Dominic Mysterio. And I think that's going to be when it's going to be either father versus son or something like that, because they were teasing that when he started losing because of Ray, and seemingly that was dropped because they haven't went back to it. And that would be the thing that catapults him to either heel status or babyface status. I don't know where they're going with it, but he seemed to have lost some momentum. And I don't know why, but he's kind of just in the middle. Bianca Bellaire versus Nikki Ash. Bianca Bellaire beats her in about 4 minutes with the KOD on one leg. This was smooth. Nothing wrong to talk about here. Moving on. Kevin Owens, Austin Theory. This is a rematch from last week. Austin Theory won the qualifier to get into the to get into the Elimination Chamber match. Kevin Owens is like, listen, I'm going to fight him again, and if I beat him, I'll go to Sonya and Adam Pearce and ask them to take him out and put me in of the Elimination Chamber match. They had themselves a fantastic match and fantastic TV match, and the end came where KO hit a rolling senton off the rope. Theory got his shoulders up for a 2 count. He went for a huge senton, but he got the knees up. And then he went for another move. Owens countered it into a stunner for the win. This was great. Austin Theory is... I told y'all Austin Theory can wrestle, man. If y'all think he can't wrestle, it's something wrong with y'all. Austin Theory can wrestle. The problem is, I don't like the whole... the whole Vince McMahon thing. It's kind of... I don't know what it's supposed to do, what it's supposed to be. That's the problem here. The problem is not Austin Theory in the ring. He can wrestle, but the gimmick is what gets me. Like the whole selfie thing. Like I don't understand the whole selfie thing. So maybe I'll get it. Maybe they're building to something. I don't know. But I could see them having one more match, winner take all, and maybe KO will get into the Elimination Chamber, which would then enable Seth and KO to kind of cancel each other out in the Elimination Chamber, and either they'll feud or either they'll help each other, and then somebody will take them out. Maybe Brock will take both of them out, or maybe they'll come together to take out Brock. Who knows? I don't know. But I think it's better if KO is in the chamber than if Austin Theory is in the chamber, and it wouldn't surprise me if they think the same thing, and that's why they're going to get Austin Theory up out of there. So I can see them having one more match. We have Doudrop versus Liv Morgan. This was a good match. This was a good big man, little man match in their case. Big girl, little girl. This was good. Morgan hit a missile drop kick on Doudrop, started beating her up. And then she hit her with a pair of knees, but couldn't get the 3. Doudrop then got Morgan in the corner for a splash, and she got the win. Good win for Doudrop. Good showcase for Liv Morgan. I really like Liv Morgan. I think Liv Morgan, she's gotten so much better. Like, and I don't know if she was always this good or if they didn't showcase her. Like, I knew Ruby Riott was good. I knew in NXT, Ruby Riott is good. Sarah Logan and Liv Morgan, they just didn't. Maybe because they didn't showcase them. Maybe because they were like the soldiers that was always losing. I don't know, but I like the Riot Squad. I like all of their look. I like all of them together. The freaking problem is that They didn't use them. And everybody universally knew Ruby Riott was great, but they never used her to her full potential on the main roster. Even in NXT, she could have had a little bit. She could have had another 6 months down there. Maybe got a title win. Maybe got another big win. Something. But Liv Morgan is really good. Hopefully she gets the title one day because she's worked her ass off, I can tell. Then the main event of the evening, we saw Riddle versus Seth Rollins. And the problem here is we got ourselves a DQ. So they were having a very good match. Excuse me. Woo. They were having a good match until he hit a floating bro. Kevin Owens then came out of nowhere, hitting Riddle with a forearm to the face. Randy Orton ran down to get the RKO on Kevin Owens, and they had a stare-off. And after we went to commercial and after we came back, it was a tag team match. Not how I would book my main events, just saying, but it is what it is. This is what they did, but this is not how I would do my main events.
Nope.
This would have been good to do like in the middle of the show, but I wouldn't do the beginning or the end of the show like this. But turned into a very good match. I just not the finish that I would have did. So Kevin Owens to the moonsault from the second rope for a 2 count. Taunted Randy Orton with his own pose. Rollins then continued to beat the hell out of Mr. Orton and missed a big frog splash. Then action begins to break down. All men get in the ring, start beating each other up, hitting big moves. And then Rollins ended up getting, I think Riddle made a blind tag if I'm not mistaken. Randy got thrown out. Rollins hit Riddle with a stomp after he hit him with like a discus. I think he hit him with a discus full arm and then caught him with the stomp shortly after. This was good because Matt Riddle, Seth Rollins, these two are excellent wrestlers. So take my money, give them 20, 25 minutes. They'll go out there and tear it down for sure. Then we had the DQ and then KO and Randy came down, which, okay, not what I would have done, but fine escalation. And then we have a tag team match. So I'll take it. That was your Monday Night Raw. The heels stood tall, but the only problem I have with this show is that they need to, we also had a Becky Lynch and, let me talk about this too. We also had a Becky Lynch and Lita confrontation where Lita hit Becky Lynch with the twist of fate. Becky talked about how it's crazy beating her. It's crazy that she's going to beat her idol. You know, she was a teenager watching Lita and she had to lose friends getting this title. She had to lose the fans getting this title. And she's going to beat her idol getting this title. She's going to beat her idol to keep this title. We had that. We had more Alexa Bliss segments. We had Veer Mahal, who's still on his way to Monday Night Raw. It's been about 4 months of vignettes every Monday, and Veer has not debuted yet. What the fuck? When he finally debuts, he's going to get like a massive reaction because this guy better be the second coming. He better be the second coming of Brock Lesnar. He better be really good. Because if not, they're setting this man up for failure. Jesus Christ. We had that. We had the Alexa Bliss vignettes. She's still talking about Lily and still trying to talk to this therapist about getting over Charlotte breaking her doll. And yeah, I talked about Veer, right? Yeah, we had Veer. So we had a couple extra things going on, but that was the show. Decent show, not that bad. I can't complain. But it wasn't the worst Monday Night Raw. The main event, the stuff in the middle, the first 2 segments, they made up for it. This show wasn't terrible. It's just a show. Nothing really happened major. But We had some good stuff on here, so I will take it. Now, they were on Sci-Fi today, so the ratings are probably going to suck because the Olympics is on, so they were on Sci-Fi today. With that being said, they put on a regular decent show because they knew they were going to lose a lot of viewership because they weren't on their regular channel. So it is what it is. You could either A, overload the show to see if you could get some viewers, or B, put out a regular show because you're not going to lose viewers. They decided to go with B, put on a regular show, and this is what we got. So with that being said, that is your review for today. Me, I am RJD. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Like the goddamn video.
Nope.
Don't not like the video. Like the goddamn video. Hit that like button. Like, comment, share, and subscribe once again. I will repeat it. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know when I go live. I will be live tonight with the NXT review. I will be going live to talk about NXT, and hopefully it's a good NXT. We'll see what happens. Now, for me, to you, 40 degrees outside. Everybody stay up. Be safe. RJD, and I am out. Peace.